me kan ye be hye en common na se make say honorable Okrite Labi oye Okrite Labi ewo ye nchen ha oye member of parliament e manfo wo lower menya krobo honorable empombo ko de
yemi Adom boko
yemi akwa abanso
yemi
yo sanso na eye NPP Nasara coordinator enso ewo ha Kamal Din eya yemi ajo
obi yemi nsen
yemi Adom ona bo mention sem fam through so the edi kan koye Pampaso chama dum so na da benefit
mami kan bi nche for our viewers ni womo ya umuti and listeners because everyone maybe awunya this is Samuel Fletcher PRO VRA.
Okay,
because papa ni bisa question tin be say me answer the question. See, colleagues, from where I sit, I can give you information from the power generation side, which obviously affects distribution and consumption. Remember, Minister of Power announced end of 2015 to get out of the current situation. I will say we will see a light improvement by first week of May, significant improvement by end of June, and massive turnaround in the first week of August. September will seal it for us, and God willing, we will have gotten out of Doomso, never to come back again.
never.
The NTM is that the president says something, or say he would fix the Doomso, the problems we have. Steps have been taken. Where this is not coming from the presidency, but it's coming from those who are the generators.
Okay.
Those who generate power. VRA. Now VRA no nya womu coordinate all other thermal and whatever and from what government has put in place, what government has done so far. They all can say hopefully by September we will say goodbye to Doomso. So that is my answer to the gentleman who, interestingly, I didn't know about use power or use mic.
Battery.
Mic.
It's a long way by Ankabon say battery. We connecting or use.
Oh, there's well, but still, or use power.
Yeah.
Or use energy. So that he's been able to buy, what do you call it, a battery now, the way, or the bonium. If you don't any you see. Almost say sometimes in necessity is the mother of invention. What creative be? They say what the toast of some people. So they make gonna say, you see, God has His own way of solving your problems. So people, you watch this, you laugh, and it takes away stress. So they are here.
Can I be quick one?
A very quick one. There's this Samuel Fletcher. We're friend of Fletcher.
Now, the PRO.
The PRO or a PRO from where he sits, speaking from where power is generated, or catch and say by June, by May 1st, first week of May, you will get improvement. By June, further improvement. By September, the problem almost at the verge of being solved. Then by the year end, now you're quarter.
I say to go and never
come again. Till I am telling you that from the likes of Honorable, his friends in government, and Kofoya demand the time almost say, almost Yasu Magana, and Koyi Mae. Oma promises near war. Nina Kosiaga. The president himself, listen to what the president said in Parliament at the State of the Nation address. Listen to what he said. Mr. Speaker, in order to temporarily ameliorate the effect of current energy crisis on industries and Ghanaian institutions, government has ordered 2 temporary badges. As I speak, Mr. Speaker, I have authorized the Minister of Power to ensure that this arrangement is brought to fruition. Guarantees are currently being secured to ensure that the power barges arrive on the shores of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, the power barges are expected to arrive in this country by April this year to bring relief to the people of this country. Are we here? Are they here? President of the Republic of First Gentleman. And a PRO of from Power Generation. Nipa what you want my the proposal and the budget come Minister of Energy. Say monje na mo ma mesika na me ko generate power no. On na kasa ayo se yemfa enu dey ifanye adwuma. Na President First Gentleman o ma usika no. Ono kasa enko. You see, we can't take this people serious where we have gotten to now. I'm trying to go emotional because
I am September no.
I am telling you. Unim September bay. Monka che said that April power budgets keke. Me call Istanbul. I've came from Istanbul last week. I met some of the government delegation in Istanbul at the airport. We came together. What did I say? And I tell you, although I didn't go to there to discuss any issues with them, I went on my own visit and I met with them. But of course, it was in connection with the budgets. As we sit today, yesterday, April Mokayen and Kusiaga, a Juma na moya wohono. $270 million a Ghana citizen. Here the man, Minister of Energy. Okay, per the budget, they have overspent today as we speak, close to over 300% above. They have spent close to 700 million. We are still where we are, and we don't know our way forward. You see, industries are dying, Ghanaians are suffering, media houses are folding up. People are crying. No wonder this beautiful song played by my good brother, who is a citizen of Ghana, feeling it. And they say, interestingly, you use power. Now, necessity is the mother of inventions. And to Uncle Tonyo. What you are talking to Tonyo man or appreciate.
Medas, Yamra issue, Nankasa.
There is no light at the end of the tunnel.
Gentlemen, you see, I think I have to, in your reaction, Kakra. You see, I am just surprised at his reaction to, the harmless question I will be saying. The harmless, what do you call it? Or say, or Istanbul. No, who say, what do you call it? Government delegation. Yes. Now, okay, Brofuna President Kayana. Ukaya, right?
Yes.
What he said was that they are working around the clock to make sure, say, by April we'll get, the power badges here. Now, power badges, no, they are not. It's not just like going to.
Okay.
Whatever. And then the man. No, listen to me, please. Oh no. Let me tell you something. You see.
And when the
but the point is that you see the thing is that who say Minister for Power who say any possible side in April he came out said they had to prepare even the place what you call the port to get the place ready, and that is going to take some time.
Okay,
right? In the face of all this, other measures are in place. Government has just, commissioned a 200 megawatt, plant boom that's come to add, the generating capacity. And you see, unfortunately for us in this country, look, our problem is that we are practicing a certain democracy that we think that we are practicing for 400 years. Where immediately after elections, all we do is to try and bring whoever
if the person is not doing what is right, why must he keep quiet?
You understand?
And then,
thinking that that's what is going to win us power. But unfortunately, no. I mean, people are looking at other things.
Better things. Yeah, the Juma man. It is my duty to tell you, say, one year Juma.
Come on, Nigeria man penny for Friday, and now we share another damn quick for and then a daily guide that she watch us. Mobia Nanado, Nigerian and Yen say be age. A bit to me a hard or non the age crown, where to me the Nigeria man penny near this. I see Facebook Paulo Furi Ewabijan and Osinana is not too old. Paulo Furi the hour divine. It's not too old.
Interesting.
Does he need this kind of
motivation? See, they say facts are secret, and a fact, and you say Nanado is 70 years and more going forward towards 2016. It's a fact. It is not his making that he's 70 years. But see, we sat in this country, 2012 general elections. Professor Musa Onyane baby for Koye, may he rest in peace. Or CD power, because of his death, a man, vice president. 3 months to election, or 4 months to election, or campaigning by. People campaigned on youthfulness, or your youth, or you're accessible, or you're you're billboards, who you know billboards, or you're bugger, or shepolo shirts. No problem. After you the bugger, ni polo shirts, ni youthfulness, ni accessibility, no. Okay, they are called we need election amount. Look at where Ghana is today. I am making this point because in your age, America ni be the two no. Alia onye the baby call. Or say age and nothing but a number. Age and nothing but a number. What matters in governance, in good governance, say we kuta omanyi, the prowess mentally, ability or the competence that you possess to ensure you take decisions, sir, and make it policies, sir, inure to the benefit of your subjects. That's what matters. Where is the economy of Ghana today? From oil to toil. From oil to toil. We are toiling now. Now buy the lower middle income needs a cost with a very excellent growth with that oil revenue. You too, nipa oil youth, nipa oil engineer. Instead of say you revive and inject some vibrancy into that economy, today look at the growth of the economy. Or no ankasa kojina parliamenta or say the economy of Ghana is going to grow from 15% to 3%. Maybe who say growth has from 15 to 3%? In his own speech, State of a Nation. Meanwhile,
it could have been a slip.
But he did mention it. You see, you can't say. You have your time. You have your time. You see, so I am saying, say, whether or not Nanado is age 70, it's immaterial. What matters is that the Constitution of Ghana is talking about bodily infirmity. Indeed, Nanado has not shown any bodily infirmity. We have not taken Nanado to the airport. Say, Uncle George, on trotting on the whole world said, no, yeah. But yet, your mind will be my head. Among the president, Mwanko see airport say, Jordan, who said, who are Apomode. We can't do that. We will not ridicule the presidency to that level. Anti yemfasa immaterial, trivial argument and twin chain. Alassane Ouattara of La Côte d'Ivoire. Look at the injection he has brought into the economy from a war-torn country. Maza, ene, a hona ye Ghana ye wo beautiful. Or yes, friend, no more fair, or polo shirt, or you say iPad, or hona kwa power, ever football. So it's not about age.
Okay.
Buhari might have made the point, but he wants to reiterate the point. Say, menyini, almost say wenyini. It's how you know man how. Koso any juma pa, any insheshe pa, udi wo ema Ghana no. Any nisadi huna uwo Ghana. Koso any ye wajuma. Nyame ya doma. Achede na eyo ahini no ebe ye wodia. Nti enye age insem ene edeka.
Honorable Nanado age. A barrier.
You mean that say, Minia, if age is just an ordinary number, I go this 60 years, I am cancer call retirement. What they make us? You cancer call retirement. Now, if age is a number, I got Jamila, I got still or bo Lions. So they make us.
Governance is not football.
Ball. No, you see, you are talking about the person's mental, stability and whatever and things. You see. Look, I mean, when we start to compare Buhari ni what do you call it? Nanado, I'm saying, they are comparing apples and stones, not even fruits. You know, who did they make an say? Not any ordinary fruit, stones. Why? Buhari election we're winning. If it is anything to go by, let's look at the background of Buhari. So they make an answer. Now, age is important. Age, it is necessary. And that is why I used to play football. I used to, do high jump and all those things. There are things that when I was younger, I could do, now I can't do. Right? And so be to one of the dad and who say age, yeah, factor beer. It is very important. That is not to say,
in governance.
When you are, it is.
In governance.
That is not to say, when you are, otherwise Mandela should have been, you know, he would have been.
Mandela was 76 when he became president.
He would have been on it till he died.
But he was 76 when he became president.
He got to a point. But it was the same age.
76.
It is the same age. Why did he give up the seat? He wasn't voted. He wasn't voted out, my brother.
I know.
Like, I mean, if it's age, look, it is not. There's age. I don't only 70. If you are 90 something years, you can still be. Mugabe. No, what I'm saying, Mugabe is older than what do you call it? Buhari. He is still a president. Who the American say? But what I'm saying is that if age, right, is not a number, and yet fear. Agabedi Pele still about football. Roger Miller will still be playing. When you hit age 60, you can say retirement. What the American say? And you know, people should just be say age in fear. But you see, the point is that so back to, you know, the two of them.
But a session now, yes, and Nado, young. John Mahama, young.
Maybe. You see, that is no, and you know, I mean, we didn't come here to discuss. You know, we are discussing Buhari and Buhari and Nado.
You can draw it.
Yes, I just want to tell you know, I'm going to do a comparison between Buhari and, you know, yes, Buhari is above 70 and Nado is above 70. But let's look at where the two are coming from. So they make an now, Buhari we demand paying ni bida. So at least people can gamble. People can gamble. What they make an They can gamble.
What I'm
saying that they can gamble. Because he has been, in that position before.
But don't want to say gamble
they can gamble.
Have they?
Yeah, well, let's wait. Posterity. What they make an people can gamble. So they make an depending on his background, the experience that they think he has, what he has done before.
For me that as a chacha visa.
They just say chacha based on, the woman who say wayeda ne the koso. Can we say the same thing about Nanado in this country of ours?
Oh yes, we can.
Can we say the same thing?
We can, and I'll tell you why.
Has he been a leader of Ghana before? Has he led Ghana before?
He has helped in shaping the thinking of
my brother.
before.
You see, when you are talking, who catch them and say, your time will come. Allow you. Who veered into so many things. I didn't say anything. Allow me to make my point. You see, so what I'm saying is that if you compare the two, right? Physically, look at the two. Who they make an say? They are not comparable. They are not comparable. And you cannot say, you cannot say, and then what would attract somebody, I mean, to vote for Buhari? It will not be the same.
Age,
it will not be the same. Apart from that age, there are other things that people will look at.
It's either an act of God.
I was saying, you try home. You call higher decoration. Habrana, you screen so no. Comparison, no, easy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. I'm not finished, my brother.
David, me try no quick enough in memory also.
Now, Uba Ghana Hanumwa. Ghana is a unitary state. Nigeria, on practice federal governance. So the and Nigeria, one system no very different from what we practice here, and therefore the comparisons are misplaced because so far age, offer woman to know age, offer woman experience, offer where they are coming from, their background, what people would depend on, to make a choice, their choice, What they took Nanado is nowhere near Buhari. And into that comparison, it doesn't fly. Okay. So they make it doesn't fly. And a two, and I make us a Ghana Hanamono, right? Yeah, system is different. And you're very, very different. So they make an
I am Ghana, how I
am saying, say, Then obi ani wo mu kan age bi mu ase ono go fa bae ono call Nigeria na the oma kan kire no ba be kan kire yen say Buhari say ni age enye problem nti omra ne me kan kire yen na ye kan yen so ye kan wasem right and it dey make can say wom dey aba na om say compare we also do the comparison na yen so ya hwe from another angle dey omo hwe no dey omo hwe age no so dey make can say but see apart from everything, me started boss so. Physically, the two of them are not different. They are not the same, sorry. They are different. Physically, they are different. So they are say, baku ye tia, baku ye tintin. So they make that. Baku ye sojani, baku monye sojani. Baku ye dimampenyinda, baku nibida. You've made this. So ufa here now they compare the two of them.
Okay.
So they make that say. It is neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is that, Master, so see a ne or no catch them say age. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't play any role in everything there. Then them say scientists, they should go back, revise it. The Omachre,
But that's anyway,
I inform you the reason why when you are 16 years you have to go on retire.
But that's Joseph. Joseph, we see we need Nanado because we are tired of doomsday, corruption, and bad governance from NDC. Even if Nana will be 200, even if Nana will be 200 years next year, we will vote massively for him. Richard Kwaku, Berima, what General Buhari failed to tell Nanado is that he has been a military man before while Akufo-Addo is a civilian. Buhari failed to tell Nanado that though Buhari is older than him, Nana, he hasn't fallen asleep within 5 minutes of sitting down. But for old age, Nanado will never make a statement like female maternal mortality. John Mahama is the man. Message is not done, but come on, Mintio.
Govi.
Are you going to give me another bite on the same?
It depends on.
That's the only thing you're going to be
you had all your time.
How many minutes?
I think you had all your time. Is it, Govi? Honorable, enough time to talk about this age issue or people feel say can be a factor or, as it were, a controlling factor in the election. Now, from no comments, you know, Utimu say, or no dear, or say, a dear retirement, about 60 years. I am surprised that a member of parliament, a lawmaker, I will name Emrano, a chairman, Ghana Emrano, honorable Nim Chairman. Omo will make him Emrano. Omo no de Emrano ye jumo de bia. Na constitution of Ghana, am a seal, say age we no be the president of Ghana. If his argument is that there's an age where you can go on retirement. Wait a minute, age be on my no, a seal. I'm talking of a seal. I'm not talking about I won't even try. Make a seal, I won't even call. But ya mau tama obedia and son of my president. But ya can't also we are 100, we are 200, we are 70. Oh no, him tell me. No, to Hanuma or say I didn't almost say 60 years retirement age. And then the constitution say this is 60 years don't be a president of Ghana. So I don't see this argument is flawed completely. By that, you see, by clearly it's so. Now I'm calling him. Ebimuti ha. Was it Buhari soldier ni? Now we on this soldier da. We were say that differences in room. What you man pelinda? We on you man pelinda. Interested. Obi Koshe prison. 28 good years of free prison bag with all the fight nationalism at the age of 76 Okoye president of South Africa. Nelson Mandela Okodi president of South Africa. Yini now Africa eko supporteno. Obi S7 in mind as prime minister as then at a point in time at the age of 70 something years 73 years or more. La Côte d'Ivoire Obi president. Alpha Conde of Guinea, a neighboring country, higher. He taught for so many years as a teacher, opposition leader for so many years, over 40 years in opposition. Obey a president at what age? Abdoulaye Wade of Senegal, obey a president of what? You see, we are not talking about age. And I'm a kind,
why are you talking about age?
Yes, say the mawa. You are talking about
it's not
a factor. We're not talking about age as a factor. Please, we're discussing that what is on the table. You see, honorable, let's do this discourse very well. You see, as I may partner say. There are myriads of examples. Only Kibaki of Kenya. Kibaki in the course of campaign, Krana, you see when you were then Okonya accident at wheelchair. So I say, I'm going to save my country. Indeed, he won. Or winning, and so he brought Kenya economic level to a very wonderful spotlight. And I tell you, argument I making say a youthful president. And obia obit me what in terms of age. I'll bet my born my nepe. Yeah, try a youthful president. I yet to hear me. Obi only youthful. You can earlier on. I will Cote d'Ivoire. Will revive the economy. No, what my economy no are strong. Yeah, can say a co youthful president. No, I wait to hear. They be out say bring suggestions for me to help myself. Bring then in Sempi. Yet the presidency no add any microfinance. Honor this car.
0302.
And the youthful president. Yet the president add any microfinance. 1,000 Ghana, 1,000 Obiaje, 100,000 Ghana city in a day. So sorry, I see this car. Youthful president is
come on, man. Call
the president add any microfinance.
Many are for entering Komokakra.
It's serious.
You give me the second bite.
Honorable, time now, Madam, medical not necessarily going and coming.
I was watching.
Honorable.
Listen, we started 9:21. We started 9:21. You give it all the time.
I was saying, I was so Pampaso Jumedi eso na yetwa ho koye abafo nkrato 0302211705 and as 706.
I think
0302211705 and as 706 ubetumi afre na afi wabamu quickly na yede mo adwen no e de atojo answer na be fa your first call honorable
okay let me say well you see all your comparisons no now the okofa nyina you wrong you see Alansan Ouattara was a prime minister for Ivory Coast. Prime Minister. So the gonna say, no. You see, comparison. You see,
must be a vice president and a prime minister.
Then why do you compare? I
am only telling you, say,
if it's just about if you don't want us to compare, then don't bring in those cite those examples.
Age issue.
The American say, if those people are citing, when we see above 70, win. I'm telling you, say, it takes more than being 70 to become a president.
Say. More campaigning on youthfulness,
it takes more
accessibility,
than being 70 years to be a president. Look, what are we talking about? What you want to say? A youthful president and whatever. Look, my brother, let me tell you. You see, Masa, sometimes we people would have to be honest.
No, I'm calling man some for Ashavel.
For 25 years. 25 years.
I'm family scholars in Honorable. Ashavel, what you can am wadwa nwumre.
Then you can be na say then no mama we no. Mo time nti an can be.
Your friend Gawan Fashions. But the number na be ma na wa friend na na pa bia wa.
Mama te meje do na kofi na myself but you. But one job bra just some jeni ya ba women na get. Now what you na yi. So me ya me come you know, you better come and do. Omunya to work set babu tete 17 years ago awetimi aye ma abetu for na na adwa na ko fado ba won
me online no emunye client I said do ya mo ayo
me nua Kofi na what to say
nyame da so hia me say
ayo honorable see do say be kwa ma me chia chairman Vito a wo say hia wa pe wasem pa uti ojumadi ndadia na any a cat if you when you about which mean compare country be so enfam magana ha yes if your tradition I mean tina busu ya panin ewu film near ka brante e di ni die akunwa man be ohene mummy emfa ye yampa boni ahodi nyina ntaw man fanyini John Dramani Mahama chi no mo adwuma magana ma no to nema
yo me da sipi yeba bewie enti yeba san aba studio na afi quickly mo fan chen na say dem kan e brain bi e brain bi right you know
minua the empese me kan say age ehun hia pa na it takes more than being just 70 years or less to be a leader. What did they make say? I won't be bank for someone Crawford. I can tell you, say, Oman Penny John Mahama be the president of Ghana. Just a one person. Now, yen can say, what you know, say, I don't be a friend of your brother, say, on friend. So they be a friend. You see, no, let's face reality. Or say friend, what can you call? Look, I just want us to understand, say. Now, say me take program be. No more. I'm on for Italy, Germany. One more can a Juma semini normal. Look, Ghana, we are not an island. So they are say, we are say the eka e binimu affect ye. Say ye can say ye want children. President, ati say wa ono aba out. Aba parliament, aba can say, me nuanom, ye have problem. And you challenges wo ono. Ye sika sem e ho atotima kakra. Adenti na sika sem ho atotima. Ye koko price akofom, gold akofom. So they make gonna say. And what do you call it? Oil sebi na no so yenya first no you nim say yenya what 80,000 whatever barrels a day ni nyina e call form and na say about top no with even the price a reduction what did make gonna say and ya lucky and ya dumso problem na dumso problem by lucky. Oh yes, of course. It's as a result of your incompetence. Don't because you need to work. Governors lack more like. Meba. Masa. Inka good luck was the president bia. People are friend good luck plan. Masa. Come on, man. I didn't start with. It started with gas pipeline from Nigeria. Ship we go boom mama. At the end of the day, pipe no pay. Wo mkwa ko repair obi kura ko wo mu ni ade so they been gonna say continue with even after we fix here na Nigeria was consistently not being inconsistent with the supply of gas and no ye power uba asogli ni the rest omo ho no nyina no omo signal face omo use only gas until when the gas is not coming no enya dey o make you produce power no these are the reasons. Omampenya kasa acknowledging the fact that these are some of the problems I yenya. What you say? Your power na you produce no. Entimi here then. Ye who says say no. Says be depending on hydro nkwa. Enye ye. Government has taken steps. Say ukwa atuabo gas. Are you ready? We are producing gas. Are you generating electricity wo hono mo?
With the age, question way I think irrelevant. Omampeni wanyan baby crow.
Yeah.
Say oti asia.
That's right.
And Kasabri ora 70.
Good.
Well, you have said the same thing our kind of.
When the vice president da, Omampeni, okay. When the vice president. You see, the Americans are more for and sorry keke eko chusu obia. When the 70 for the sake of 70.
Oh, okay.
And an age for the whatever. What do they make? But the Americans say they look at other things. They look at other things rather than because Omampeni when you baby call at John Evans at Amiros has tasted leadership before or a vice president. It would mean fan or no and compare if by this time we be 90 gra at least you will be a bit me general so actually say as me see wa be ye Omampeni da you bet me ejina so dia ka bibi na wo mu ka wo mu papa no
where the president that your age does not matter but when
that's the argument he's making.
The American say listen please the American say
this is a serious
it may not necessarily be the case but what I'm saying is that in a face only bibia odi be ti say you go school the only way I want to access so say exam marks are wenya anything other than that is a little bit more subjective. Okay. But they can say no, yedi Kofi ni ama ba be jina on say make a choice. You have to look at their background.
Okay. That's good. That's honorable tell me that's good. Honorable tell me.
Obi the president when you
tell him pacho. Right. And then Kwana Mati say o the vice president da, what the prime minister da. let's say age 8 to 100 matter.
No. I won't allow you to go. No.
That is
look at no.
argument.
That is not. That is not.
No, honorable.
What I'm saying is that you are faced with making a choice.
Making a point. Time no.
If you are faced with making a choice,
you see, I can do better than this.
No. You've already said that. Honorable.
What you say.
We have descending listeners. Let them descend.
I must make that thing known to him.
Madam
No, please. That's what I'm saying. We need to make choice.
Now, you see, the entire we are finding difficult, and some of people are finding difficult to defend this age factor. I am flying, say, and I'm saying the argument lies flat. And you know, what you mean defend. Me bo Nelson Mandela diwa. Me say oye nipa. He has struggled for emancipation of the people of Africa, and to narrowly South Africa.
Can you say the same about Akufo-Addo?
Please, listen. The very first you are a member of parliament. You should know better. The very first constitutional case. Ghana constitution, the penny per found would be freedom, court, GBC versus MPP on a constitutional matter was initiated by Nana Adom. Put that aside.
If that is what will make you a president,
let me tell you something. No, you are talking about contribution to national development. You can't contribution to national development. You can't nipa. Look, you first, Okotina radio so, and now Oko press conference. I can't. I'm Ghana, Ghana yenti. Ubewie ya na abefa. And I'm criminal libel law. And I'm not the Dunk Akufo-Addo so. Criminal libel law is a thing of the past. Now, I'm telling you something. You see, I want you to know you have look, if you are a government, you are a president, who are lieutenants, who are ministers. Nanado was an attorney general in charge of legal drafting, legal whatever. The free cabinet and co-parliament. He did all this work and ensured that indeed human freedom is held in high esteem. We are talking about him. We are free here today, talking on the media, ensuring that yes, our views are espoused clearly, because Nana Addo Akufo-Addo and the like.
What of those who argue say Nana and agent say or Nasika Krebia no?
It's very interesting. It's very interesting. You see, this politics we're doing, there will be a friend ad hominem and the propaganda. If you cannot tackle the issues, if you cannot attack the issues with the person, you cannot deal with the issues, descend on his personality. And that has always been the stock in trade of these people.
Just stop pointing at
Go into the personality of the person. Let me tell you, the vice president of the Republic of Ghana. The vice president of the Republic of Ghana. The vice president of the Republic of Ghana. His Excellency Emisata. Indeed. Is captured on so many footages. Many problem on that. I am saying that. Nipa no. I am the vice president.
No, interview.
Is the vice president there?
Is the vice president?
No, interview. No,
so I'm saying, say, Obiada or Nayo and capture. Listen, today in the
with all this light,
we your politics are so many things happen.
My friend.
Okay,
but I don't have a problem. What matters is that we need good governance. Corruption are varying. We are grappling with it and we can't even solve it. Let's look at a way forward and solve this.
Madam no bibi say why na dress me Gawan fashion no betumi afre no 027 624 9338 027 624 9338 na fe wa address o fine wa pamatade mo friend a o pamatade ma mudi hu adanse se nsa no adwuma efe ba anya de mo besi o Pampaso dwumadi eso me dey Kofi Adoma wenwani me producer ene Welbeck Kofi Amfadu team ni nyina ye beda obibia ase yeda mo nyina asipi